WD21, how you doing? Sophia D, how you doing? Maggie, how you doing? Ras, how you doing? Good evening to you. Hope you've had a great day, everybody. Thank you for the follow, Sophia. How are you tonight? Hi, Georgian. Hi, Roses. How are you doing? Hi, Mary. Hope you're well. I'm from the UK. Michelle, where are you from? Hi, Ellie. How you doing? Welcome in here. Desire, how you doing? Tap your screens, everybody. Share the live. Thank you. Hello, Desire. Hi, Ellie. Hope you've had a good day today. How you doing? Lynch, how you doing? Good evening to you all, or good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're from. Zoya, how are you today? Oh, thank you, Michelle. So where are you from then? Yeah, how you doing, Zoya? Hi, Mark Anderson. How you doing tonight? Hope you're well. Right, so let's just play open chat. All right, I'm from Tanzania. Yeah, I thought so. The flag. Yeah, kind of getting a bit familiar with that now. Hi, Rowan. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Right, so hi, Carol Butler. How are you doing tonight? You all right? Hope you've all had a good day today, everybody. Yeah, I went for a long walk earlier today. Hi, Nunoy. How you doing? Hope you're doing well tonight, people. Yeah. Hi, Rogue. How you doing tonight? Oh, hello. If you know, you know. How you doing tonight? Digi Market. Thank you for the likes. How are you doing? If anybody's new here, please give me a follow. Hello, GG. How you doing? Hello, Eve Murphy. How you doing tonight? You all right? Good to see you again. Is it winter though? Yes, it is. It's been quite cold today. Yeah, I was out walking earlier and it's been pretty cold weather. So, GG, thank you for the likes. How you doing tonight? Hope you're well, Jules. How's it going? James, how you doing? Welcome in, everybody. So, I just have a quick gut. How's Sue? How you doing? Hi, Linda. How you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. Welcome in here, people. Make sure you give me a follow if you haven't already. Day 3 of asking on a date. What do you mean? What are you trying to ask someone on a date or something, or what's going on? Hello, Cool Pot. Bray, thank you for the likes. How you doing? Linda says hi. Good, thanks to you. I'm all right, thank you. Hello, IZ. Hello, Leah. Hope you're well tonight, everybody. Hi, Nicola. How you doing? You all right? Bray, thank you for the likes. Share this out if you can. Follow me if you're new. That would be really appreciated. So, yeah. Matt, how you doing? Hope you're well. Yeah, so did a bit of walking, running sort of thing. Thank you for the follow, Nicola. Nice to meet you, Nicola. Yeah, how's your weekend been? Hi, Claire. Good to see you again. How are you doing tonight? You all right? Hi, Charity. Thank you for the shirt, Una. How's it going, Una? Yeah, so you liked my video and stuff. Cool. Hello, Lynn. Lynn, how you doing? Have you seen my last one? I just did a joke of the day thing. I'm trying to do like some regular, just put out random jokes and stuff. Hello, Caitlin. How you doing? Always see you guys. Oh, cool, Matt. For America, that's so awesome. Hello, McCartney. How you doing? So awesome to have you here, Matt. So which part of America are you from, Matt? That's so cool, man. Hello, Taurus, babe. How you doing? Hope you're well. Yeah, Matt, you know, you say you always watch my lives, but I don't really see you here. So what's going on? Anyway, hi, Juana Caracas. How's it going tonight? Hope you've had a great day. Welcome in here. Hope you all had a good weekend, people. So, hello, Shaky baby. How you doing tonight? Hope you're well. Good to see you. Hope you've had a tremendous day today. It's so wonderful to have you all here, all you tremendous people. When she asks what that mouth do. Oh yeah, that sounds like some innuendo or something. Oh, Jay Miller, how you doing? Hi, how you doing? You alright, Nicola? How's your weekend been? Hope you've had a good one. Hi, Lucy. I'm Sue. How you doing tonight? Hope you're well. Come on, guys, share the live out if you can. Hello, Miles. How you doing? Una Connor says very good. Oh, that's good. You're still there, Shaky. Nicola, Michelle, thank you for that. So where are you from, by the way, anyway? My name is Jamie, 30 years old. I live in York. So, yeah, everybody tell us about yourselves, let's all get to know each other, if you don't mind. Obviously, if people want to be, kind of private, that's okay. So just let's try and get some kind of convo going on or something, Hi, Be Good. How's it going? Linda's from South Africa. All right. Yeah, so South Africa. I don't know how to do a South African accent, but this is kind of how I think it sounds a bit. It's a bit of a off, but hi Trisha, how you doing? Hi user, how you doing? I have to learn the South African accent a bit better, but yeah. Yeah. Does anyone have a good South African accent or something? Linda says nope. Okay. It's like if I talk in a South African accent, it start talking like an Australian or something. I don't know. DG Marvelous, how you doing? Thank you for the likes. How are you tonight? Yeah, I hope you're well. um, oh, your awful accent. Fair enough. Yeah, I can do the French accent. I'm Irish. Give it a go, Jane. Oh, top of the morning to you, Una. Which part of Ireland did you say you were from? Is it the southern part or the northern part? Because the northern part, there's a lot different to the southern part. We talk a lot softer, but then you're going to Northern Ireland. It's the more abrasive, so it is. It's like how I know Brian Cow sort of thing. It's us Southern. All right. Hello, Diane. How you doing? I hope you're well. But yeah, there's like Paddy McGuinness. Isn't his family from Ireland? Because it sounds very Irish. But it's like I'll do an impression of him. No, likey, no, likey. Does that show still come on? I don't think it does it? I think somebody that my grandma was related to went on there or something. But yeah, that was a long time ago, really. But they go like, single man, reveal yourself. Hi, Vivian, how you doing? Hello, and Yaga, how you doing tonight? Yeah, so where are you from, Nicola, if you don't mind me asking? I'm guessing you're from the UK. I could be wrong, but thank you for the follow, Anne. Yeah. How you doing, Anne? Yeah, so I can speak in a French accent, so kind of little bit. Lincoln. Oh, it's nice there. Yeah, a bit like York. It's like I guess like a smaller version of York or something. It's got a cathedral in it, and yeah. I once went there a long time ago, back when I was living in Blackburn, so it was a long ride to get there. We went on a friggin' bus or something, or a coach, whatever it were. And it was a long way to get to it, really, but it was for like a Christmas market, I think it was. And hello, Myra Kelly. How you doing from the Philippines? Nice to meet you, Myra. How you doing tonight? Hello, Shoaib. Welcome in. Hello, Carol. How you doing? You all right? Good to see you. Hello, Fire. How's it going tonight, people? Welcome in. Is anyone over on YouTube then? Yeah, we don't seem to be getting a lot of people over there. So, hi, Fire Soldier. How you doing? You all right? Hope everyone's doing well tonight. My niece lives in Philippines. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Hi, Fee Soul. How you doing? Yeah, Philippines. Do they like it there then? I'd just be a bit kind of, I don't know, a lot of critters, a lot of creepy crawly critters, over in Philippines that could kind of put me off a bit maybe. Doing good, although it's freezing here. Yeah, it's been cold here. Hello, Quilia. Yeah, we're deep into winter now, it's been getting frosty and cold. In Scotland, they've been getting snow, but yeah, hi, Anya. Hi, Michelle. How's it going? We haven't had any here. Well, we did get some in November, actually, but yeah, we haven't had any for a while. So anyway, hope you're all well, people. Happy New Year to you, Michelle. How you doing, Michelle? Hope you're well tonight. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, what's your plans for the week ahead, everybody, then? Have you been here before, Michelle? Let's have a quick drink. Yeah, so we all right, everybody? So everybody been up to today? Rab, how you doing? All week? Oh, yeah. That sounds exciting. So what do you do then? So I do busking sometimes, but I've kind of, yeah, I don't know. It was kind of, I think, because I was doing the busking stuff, singing stuff. Hello, Aggie, love, how you doing? Welcome to you. Follow me if you're new here. Thank you for the follow, Moira. So I was drying up my mucosal membrane and causing me to get a bit ill and stuff. Oh, Cebu, yeah. Yeah, I've heard that's isn't that the second biggest city behind Manila? Hello, JB3579. Hi, Taurus, babe. How you doing, everybody? Hope you're well. Yeah, I've heard that, if you want to, be, say, a digital nomad or something, then somewhere like the Philippines might be a good idea because of the cost of things. You might only need to be making, a few £100 a month to £1,000 a month online to be able to get by over there. Because the cost of things are so cheap. You could literally just get, a room for, 50 to £100 a month, something like that. It's crazy cheap over there. That's just that's how it is. But like I said, you'd have to be willing to put up with some of the downsides as well. It's nothing's ever going to be. Oh, you work in mental health and end of life care, so I work a lot. Oh yeah, it sounds like a lot of stress, but someone's got to do it, and they say yeah. So it's good that you're doing that. Thank you for the likes, Mercy. How you doing? Yeah, it's like they expect these people to just be worked to stressed out, and I guess it's just not enough people want to do those kind of jobs. So then the people that do them, they get all the burden of it. Imagine if everyone was more people willing to do it, then I guess then it would spread it out more. I guess I love my job, but it's draining. Yeah, I guess if more people would do those jobs, then they would spread the burden out, and it would kind of hello Gaza. But they're not the most kind of glamorous kind of jobs, are they? So, and they don't always pay very well either. So that's another thing. Maybe if they would pay more, then more people would be willing to do it. People would rather do something I don't know, something else that's not as stressful and pays more. Because people are thinking, well, why would I want to work these long hours? So then I end up, you know what I mean? It's hello, yeah, how you doing? Is that you? Yeah. Right. Yes. Anyway, I'm live over on YouTube as well at the moment. Hello, Bew. How you doing? But it's if you enjoy it, then that's good though. It's all about kind of having a purpose in life. I believe is important. If you overall enjoy it, then it's worth it. But it's not good to get yourself stressed out though. But yeah, you got to do whatever you can to try and de-stress. I would say maybe taking a few minutes a day for meditation or something like that to just hello the bouncer girl, how you doing tonight? Hope you're well. I think just doing a few minutes a day of that could make a lot of difference to your cortisol, make you feel better. What's that? I'm heading bed soon, but listening. Okay, no worries. Yeah, I'm not having guests on right now. Hello, Lillian, Mena, how you doing? Hi, Rikea. How's it going tonight? Hope you've had a good day. Yeah. Welcome. Tap your screens up, everybody. Thank you. Hello, BH. How you doing tonight? Yeah, Nicole, are you still there? Hello, Lillian. How are you doing tonight? The Bouncer Girl, thank you for the likes. Oh, yeah, you're still there. Bless her. It's an amazing job. It really is. Oh, cool. That's good, yeah. Hi, Agilov. How you doing tonight? I'm doing all right, thank you. Where are you from, by the way? But yeah, Lincoln, I've not been there since that. Yeah, I went just back in 2006, so it's a long time ago, nearly 20 years ago. Blimey, it's just mad how quickly time passes, isn't it? It's kind of scary to think, you know. It's like this year, that's going to be 20 years, and it doesn't seem like it seems like yesterday, you know. Yeah, yeah, it's kind of like you think, wow, that doesn't even seem that long ago. You have these times where you start to think about like, your own mortality. I know it sounds kind of grim to be talking about on a Sunday evening, but sometimes you start thinking about these things and you think about, I really need to try and make the most of my life because it's just gonna pass me by. I can't just let it pass me by, I went to the cathedral the other day to watch the Illuminated Orchestra. All right, that sounds interesting. What you mean the Illuminated Orchestra? Is that like where they're all lit up or something? An orchestra that's all lit up or something? That sounds like it. Yeah. But people just tend to like, I don't know, just mindlessly scroll through life. I've got apparently 11 people over on YouTube and they live at the moment. It was really good. They do a light show to the music. Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. But people mindlessly doom scrolling through life. They're not really, they're just kind of aimlessly kind of. No, I'm not bringing people up. Sorry tonight. Just aimlessly just scrolling through it. Just kind of not really doing anything productive. They're just kind of. I think it's good to live in the moment and all that. Don't get me wrong, but it's when people just do stupid things. They're not really thinking about the future. They're not really thinking about. Hello, History Explorer. How you doing, Hannah? Hope you well tonight. They're not really doing anything of substance. That it's all just about kind of instant gratification and but then they look back and they think, I just wasted my life. They just caved into all these earthly pleasures, as you might call it. I mean, it's just like, they just, you know what I mean? Not thinking about, I want to make this life the best that I can. That can take temporary sacrifice, though. To be able to like build a life for yourself, but people would just kind of, mindlessly scroll through life and not actually achieve anything, like playing video games all day or just scrolling through their phone all day. But there's some people that are deciding to just kind of, get a more simple phone so that they're not getting distracted all day. They'll just, if they want to get on the internet, they'll just do it when they're on their computer. So that way they're not constantly connected. So I think that's the problem where when everyone's just connected all the time, then no one really gets anything done. I mean, unless you're using the internet for like productive purposes, like if you're watching a video to learn something, then that's productive, But a lot of people, they're not doing that. They're you've got to be in control of your own feed. You can actually control your own feed by training the algorithm to feed you more of the things that you search for. So if you search for how-tos and things like that, learning a new skill or something, then the algorithm's going to feed you more of that. So don't let the algorithm dictate to you what you're going to start watching, Thank you for the likes, Kirsten. You don't need to be a slave to your algorithm, It's just, you know what I mean? It's like people just end up Hello, Lily. How you doing? I hope you're well. Welcome in, everybody. Panda, Meow, how you doing? Meow. Oh, good. I can be so immature sometimes, can't I? But you know, I don't see anything wrong with that though. People tell people to grow up, but it's like, well, grow up to what? Just to be like boring and just yeah. How was your day? Not too bad, thank you. How was your day? Hi, Mandy. Um, the potential dates. I don't really have any potential dates, really. But that's just what it is. Hello, Emily. How you doing? I hope you well. Pretty boring, though. Yeah, it's been a bit boring, but could be a lot worse, though, couldn't it? To be fair. Good, says Lily. That's good to hear. Being immature is more fun than being mature. Yeah, there's a time and a place to be mature and serious. But then some people say that I act too serious, but they've only watched me for a few minutes when they say that, because then they'll realize if they watch me for a certain amount of time that I'm not this like always super serious person. In fact, sometimes I'm actually too silly at times. So it's like people will just judge me based on a snapshot of what they see. It's just ridiculous to me. Like people are like they'll make all these assumptions and whatever they're like, oh, you need to lighten up or whatever. It's like, well, they don't know me. Oh, David Fluff, they don't know me whatsoever. They're just seeing a snapshot online and hello whiskey, jump into conclusions. This is the thing, we can't jump to conclusions about people or anything because especially if we don't know them, they don't know the context. So yeah, I don't always smile. I don't always because I think that's fake. Why would I want to be fake? I'd be happy to tell you a construction joke, but I'm still working on it. Oh, have you seen my joke or something? Oh yeah, I'd be happy to. I was going to tell you a joke about an egg, but you might crack it. I was going to tell you a joke about butter, but you might spread it. I was going to tell you a joke about a 10-foot wall, but you'll never get over it. I was going to tell you a joke about a stretched limo, but it's too long. Hello, Alma. You get 20 seconds to make a first impression, apparently. Yeah, that's just kind of bullshit, isn't it? Like, how can you, like, really know anything about someone in 20 fucking seconds? I mean, okay, so someone's not in the best mood in that moment in time. So therefore, the people will see you as some miserable, see you next Tuesday or whatever, or, you know what I mean? It's like, you can't judge that. It takes time to kind of get to know somebody and be able to kind of, yeah, I'm all right, thank you. Hang on a sec. Who is this? Is this one of these trolls again? It looks like a troll account. Yeah. Why do they keep doing that? But yeah, it's just whatever. Yeah, always going to get these people in it. Anyway, I have a resting grumpy face, so many people think I'm mean until I speak. Yeah, some people just have that. Some people say, "Oh, are you depressed or something?" It's like, no, it's just a lot of people are fake. They fake smiles and all that. Hello, Mr. Emper. How's it going? Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. Hello, Colm CJ. How you doing? I guess it's like, when I'm doing my impressions of stuff, that's when I come out my shell a bit more, you could say, and just kind of show a different side to me. Like when I'm doing my Donald Trump, but just but it's just stupid though. It's just right. I don't know. Yeah. Well, Alex would just go away if you just like trolls and stuff. Anyway. Mr. Emper says, "Good. Have I pronounced your name correctly? I don't know, but welcome in. If you're new here, please give me a follow." So yeah, let's get to 10,000 likes. Oh, we got 6.8k likes already. Thank you very much, everybody. Steve, how are you doing tonight? Hope you're well. Nice to meet you all. 14 in the house now. Cool. Carol Butler, how's it going? Emily, thank you for the likes. Hello, William. How you doing? Good to see you. Hope you've had a good day today. I was out walking earlier. It was quite a long walk I did earlier, but yeah, it's still you. How you doing? Not too bad, thank you, Steve. Glad you're doing good. How's Connor? What have you been up to this weekend, everybody? Back to what? So, yeah, what do you do? Thank you for the follow, Steve. Yeah, whereabouts are you from anyway? Connor, how you doing? Hello, Red Cherry. How's it going? Why you ever use Samsung A series device? Why? Hey, you ever? Yeah, I've got A16 at the moment. I'm from Bristol, as you. I live in York. Connor's just home from Manchester. Haha, was down for NY. Haha. Where's that then, Connor? Where's you home then? You've just been in Manchester. Manchester. Yeah, mate. Oh, thank you for the hat mustache, so Steve. Oh, thank you very much. And we've got so Steve's from Bristol. Who are Steve? Nice to meet you there, Steve. It's Glasgow, Connor. Nice to meet you. You're having neeps and tatties. Lexi Smith, how you doing tonight? Karen Pringle, how you doing tonight? Iron Blue, made for girders. Hi, Gemini, how you doing tonight? Hope you're well. Let's get 10,000 likes on the live. So yeah, what's that? Would you recommend S25 to buy? I don't know. Probably if it's good, then I don't really care too much. As long as it's like, for me, it's like as long as it works and as long as it does what I need it for. But some people are so obsessed with like, getting the latest spec and all that. I just don't really care, as long as it does what you need it for, just, maybe look into it, what do you need it for? Is it good enough for that? Like if you say doing certain things like live streaming and stuff like that. Connor says Team iPhone. Yeah, well, iPhones are like really like overpriced and just, yeah, I mean, there's just, there's kind of pros and cons, I guess, but yeah. You sound more West Country than me. Oh, really? I mean, people have said that I sound a bit like that actually, but it's just a Northwest accent, so like Lancashire accent. It's we tend to kind of have a bit of like roll in the R's and stuff like that. So that's probably why. I lived with my grandparents. They had quite a strong accent, so yeah. Hi, Grandma Debs. How you doing tonight? People seem to get my accent confused. I've even had people think I sound Scottish, which is a bit odd, really. It was funny the other day because they thought because I was doing an Irish accent, and then someone thought I actually was Irish. Sherry Lee, how you doing? Thank you for the likes. Yeah. So, is Nicola still there? Hi, Sarah Louise. Good to see you tonight. Well, I live in York now, but I used to live in Blackburn, Lancashire. Yeah. That's where my accent comes from, really. I don't think my accent's changed since I moved here. I'm thick Glasgow accent, but when I'm in Manchester, people think it's Belfast. So that's a bit odd. Hello, Jose. How you doing? No way, Jose. How you doing tonight? Josh, how you doing? Hi, Nick Tembler. How you doing tonight? Etters, how you doing? Welcome in here, everybody. Hello, Florida. How you doing? Squeaks, how you doing? Shirley, thank you for the likes. So yeah, just keep tapping up your screens, everybody. Yeah, I'm going to keep trying to get some of the jokes and stuff out. Squeaks says, "Oh look, the universe gifted me another hot Brit." Oh, thank you. Shirley says, "Big up York." Oh, are you in York as well? Hello, Marina. How's it going? I knew Irish. No, I'm English. Where are you from? Yeah, Marina and the Diamonds. Yeah. Has anyone ever listened to Marina and the Diamonds? I'm falling asleep, so I'm going to say goodnight. I'm up at 5 a.m. Oh, fair enough. You go and get your beauty sleep then, eh? I'll see you. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow then or whatever, but take care. Sorry, Lee. Thank you for the likes. Yeah. York is not as good as New York. Yeah, anyway, I'm all right. Thank you, Sir Louise. Just, yeah, I was on a long walk today. Can you speak English in here, please, Jose? Or, maybe this ain't right for you. I sound Albanian, do I really? Yeah, I don't know about that, Lance. Anyway, and we've got Jacqueline. How you doing, Jacqueline? Welcome in here. Hope all is well with you. Thank you for joining me tonight, everybody. Can I be your friend? TikTok friends! Hi, Laquette. How's it going? Yeah, make sure you give me a follow if you're new here, everybody. That would be really appreciated. Emily, thank you for the likes. 8.7k. Come on, let's get to 10k real quick. Thank you for the follow, Jacket. Yeah. What's this? Bye. Okay, take care, Marina. Yeah. Have a good one. yeah. Just hi, Cherries. How you doing? Hope you're well. John, how you doing tonight? Welcome in, everybody. Nice to meet you all. Oh yeah, you followed me already. Yeah. Laquette, thank you for the likes. I just followed. Yeah, you just said. Why did you put it twice? Oh, hello, Harv. Has it snowed where you are? No, it's not. Apparently, it has in Scotland, but we haven't had any here. It's just been cold. Been a bit frosty and cold, but no, we haven't had snow. What about where you are, Emily? Have you had any snow today or recently? I'm guessing probably not. Hello, Rob. But have you had any? Apparently, it's had it in Scotland, so yeah. Hi, Joe. No, just loads of black ice, though. All right. Fair enough. Hello, Yin Z 911. Oh, really? I don't know. I can't remember, to be honest. It has in the northeast, but it didn't set at all. All right. We just didn't stick, you mean? Yeah. Thank you for likes, John. Yeah. It's just we haven't had any at all here. So I don't know if we're supposed to get some in the next few days, but we'll see how it goes. Una, Connor, thank you for likes. Have you had any snow recently in Ireland? Thank you for likes, John. Sometimes they can get it bad over there, can't they? If I remember. Hello, Paige, because sometimes they get it from like the Atlantic and it hits Ireland and they get like quite a dumping of snow. What's that? Call me chicken. Don't call me baby. Remember that song, guys? Oh, God. Yeah. I'm around 10,000 likes. Thank you very much. What's that? Oh, you're in the UK. Oh, yeah, whereabouts in the UK? I was throwing snot cars. Oh, yeah, where are you at then? Which part of the UK are you in? Yeah. Apparently they've had it in parts of Scotland anyway. Anyway, nice to meet you all. Small piece, nothing to talk about. Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Hi, Dama. Hello, Jasmine. How you doing tonight? Hope you're well. Tap your screens. Yeah. Be funny if your last name was Rice, then it'd be Jasmine Rice, you know? Anyway, just me being silly, you know, as I am, you know? Silly is my middle name. Smithwick. All right, never heard of that. Whereabouts is that? Don't know where that is. Hi, Leo Tarantino. How you doing tonight? Hope you've had a good day. Yeah. So I don't know what to really talk about in here. People talk about snow and stuff, but yeah, I was at this lake earlier, and it was like it was a little bit icy on there. I was going to film it, but my battery ran out, so unfortunately I didn't get to. Hi, Alex Smethic. All right, okay. Why is it spelled Smethwick? I don't know. It's like Southwark, but it's actually Southwark. Or it's Norwich is Norwich. Or, you know, they have all these ones, don't they, like that, you know? Berwick instead of Berwick. Berwick on Tweed. Helen M. So yeah. I don't know why they just why the W is silent. I don't know, but it's stupid. I know, but that's just the English language for you, isn't it? Really. But anyway, please subscribe if you're new here. Yeah. Anyway, hope you're doing well. Where are you from, by the way? Anyway, Alex Show. Peniston. Peniston. Yeah, like I thought it Penistone. It looks like penis tone. Oh god. A little bit. Baby Regina, how's it going? Penis tone. Is that an actual name of something? I've got to check that out. Are you from Brum, is it? Penistone. This has got. I hope this is an actual place. That would be so funny. Oh yeah, Penistone. Is it? Peniston. Peniston. Is that how you pronounce it? Peniston. Peniston. It looks like penis tone. Yeah. Penis tone. Like that is just funny. That's in Barnes, in the Brown Barnsley apparently. Penis tone. Oh goodness. Are you a lonely man? Why? Hello, Dave Beeb. How you doing? Joe, how you doing tonight? Hi, be you perfect or be you perfect from Australia? G'day, mate. Put another shrimp on the barbie. Hello, Francie. How you doing tonight? Hope you're well. Yeah. Just gonna crack open a can of Foster's. Yeah, mate. Be you perfect. What's your name, by the way? Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. That would be really appreciated. I'm live over on TikTok as well at the moment, so. Hi, Eric. Hello, Grace. How you doing tonight? How's it going? You all right, everybody? 8 a.m. for me. Yeah, it's 9 p.m. here right now in the UK. Hello, Kamina. Hello, Resh Pi. Yeah. You have what? Sorry, have you subscribed or something? People think that it's some like Australian instrument, this thing, but it's a mouth harp, and it's people get confused with the didgeridoo. Oh, you thank you for subbing. Just online shopping, scrolling through M&S, and watching Stranger Things. Lol. It's not just an online. It's not just an online shop. It's an M&S online shop. Hello, Geratum. Oh, thank you. All right. Yeah, cool. Stacey, how you doing? And then you got like the New Zealand accent, and some people might confuse it for the Australian one, but it's the way that they say like words like lig. No, it's not. I don't think it's snowing here. I don't know. Why were you at Leon? Yeah, people asking about snow, but I'll just go and check actually. Is it snowing? Not that I can see. Don't look like it. Yeah, no snow here. Oh, Leeds. Oh, really? That's a bit odd, isn't it? Sometimes it's like that, but yeah, we don't always get it here for some reason. I remember I come over on the train to Leeds. There was nothing here. When I got over to about Micklefield, suddenly there was snow appearing. It was odd. Yeah, it's just we're quite low down here, so it can literally just be that difference in the Hello, Brenda. It could make all the difference, really. But yeah, Leeds ain't even that far away. But yeah, if you're lucky, that's all. What's that? Yeah. We did get some last year, but it was probably about maybe 3 inches or so. But hello, Domo. But I think they had more in Leeds. Like last winter, they had quite a lot. I think they had probably about 5-6 inches of snow or something like that in last winter in Leeds or something. It got really bad at one point, and it was lasted quite a while. Hello, Shasha. How you doing? Hope you're well tonight. I'm scared. And hopefully it's not going to be too bad. Let's see what it's forecast to do here, because I don't think there's anything. I don't care, Ryan. Big fucking deal. Right, so yeah, it says it's -2 here, but no snow. It just, for some reason, it seems to miss us a lot. I'm doing fine, thank you, Star Off Young. How are you doing? What's this? No, about it costing an arm and a leg at M&S shop. Lucky if it only costs you an arm and a leg. Oh yeah, yeah. M&S is just like can be a rip off. Gonna feel like -6 near me tomorrow, apparently. Oh really? Yeah. All right. Fair enough. So you're saying it's covered in Leeds? Play some music. Yeah, I could do. I'll play some like really heavy stuff then. It's gonna piss people off. Right. Thank you for the roses, Star Off Young. Yeah. Let's have this then. Thank you for the roses. Hi, Jasmine. How you doing? Hope you're well tonight. Yeah. What's that? The cost is on leg 3 toes. What the fuck? About. Right. Anyway, very well. That's good to hear. Make sure you follow if you're new here. That would be really appreciated. Hi, Cena. How are you doing? Hope you're well tonight. Yeah. Right. Is everybody all right? Stats there. What's the stats there? Sorry, I'm getting confused. Those spelt. How's it going? Yeah. So I'm playing some music now. Thanks for the hobby start of young. Hi, Vits. See, how you doing? Yeah. Everyone all right? Hello, Ali. How you doing tonight? What's in here? Yeah. What is going on, everybody? Yeah. We all right? People, a bit quiet now. Where you from? Start off young. Hi, Onga. How are you doing? Welcome in. Come on, guys. What's happened to everybody? Gone quiet now. 12,000 likes. Thank you very much. But yeah, no snow here at least. Anyway, let's have a look on the. I saw an interesting TikTok earlier. What was that about? We're supposed to get some on Tuesday and Thursday, maybe, but yeah, we're supposed to get down to -4 tonight. So. Hello, Mahi. How you doing? Yeah, having a bit of a cold snap at the moment, aren't we? Someone had a 5-month-old baby and found out they were switched at birth. Oh, blimey. Right, happiness. They're doing. What do you think of this music, guys? I don't think people on YouTube can hear it, but some pretty heavy stuff. But yeah, people arguing in comments about if they'd keyboard swap back. Oh yeah, there's that whole thing of like, I'm not. Is it a moral kind of? Yeah, Alice. Yeah. I mean, I think that you could swap back really, but that's me. I wouldn't want to be with somebody else's child, really. You know. Hello, Riri. How are you doing tonight? Hope all is well. Hi, Terry. Yeah, I'd rather be with my own child, but I suppose it can be like you form the bond with that, so it's difficult or something. Hello, at Sun 27. Are you a star character? What's that? I don't know what that is. You bond a lot through the first few months. Yeah, it's like my partner said the same as you. Yeah, um, it's a whole thing with like when someone gets like a surrogate and like I've heard there's times where they find it hard to give over the child to the person that brought them because they formed kind of like a bond with even in the pregnancy or something. I think I'd swap and keep in contact with the other one. Yeah, I think that would probably be like a compromise, I guess. Hello, Pete. Hello, Lika. How you doing tonight? That way you can still feel some kind of connection to the other one, I guess. So how you doing? Hope you well. Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, one outcome could happen is that they swapped at birth. This could be like some crazy outcome. Like, what could happen here? Let's say if they're both like a boy and a girl, let's say, right? And then when they both grow up, they might end up actually getting together or something. How about that? You know, that would be like a interesting outcome, wouldn't it? And sue the hospital, obviously, of course, yeah, whatever they call it, malpractice or whatever. That was it called malpractice or whatever? Well, it's more than just kind of like I don't know what you would call that, but yeah. Alex Coggins, how you doing? Thank you for the likes. Hope you've had a good day today. So, what do you think of the music? Maybe it's a bit heavy for some people. I don't know. I just like just want to be. I'm just in the mood to be edgy and just kind of like hang on a sec. I can hear some what might be. Is it hailstorming or something? I don't know. I don't know. It might be hailstorming or something like that. I don't know if it's going to turn into snow or some shit, but we'll see as it progresses. I mean, I think it's too cold for it to rain. It's literally below freezing right now, so it might be hailstorming. Hello, Danny. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the roses, Star of Young. This is like death of the metal kind of stuff, but yeah. Um, anyway, is everybody all right? Like blast beats and stuff, like yeah, it's quite intense stuff, but yeah. Anyway, you might be wondering how I even found out about these kind of bands, really, but I knew someone that was like into like the few people into like these really like extreme kind of bands and stuff. They actually had like a kind of metal band, and I was like go and watch them play and shit. Thank you for the roses, Star of Young. Um, so like, okay, cool. This is a bit edgy, this shit, isn't it? Um, else also I could just be like different and just kind of, you know what I mean? I remember I fancied someone at school who liked this music, so I used to try and listen to it. Oh yeah, this is the thing when you like somebody, you try to kind of somehow force yourself to be into the things that they're into. So I think, yeah, as a way to try and. This is like it's like when someone likes you, like, all right, hey Vic, see, oh you saw that, did you? Yeah, yeah. How you doing, Vic? What was I going to say? I don't even know what I was going to say, but I understand. Oh yeah, I was going to say about how someone likes you is that you could say some really cringy joke and they'll laugh at them all. Hello, Liz Lynn. That's how you can tell someone really is into you. It's like that they'll laugh at all your cringy, terrible jokes, and they'll also mirror you as well. Like, yeah, how's it going, Miss Lynn? Hope you're well tonight. Welcome in here. That's interesting. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, this music I'm playing would be good for like a gym soundtrack. I think it's like a gym playlist, get you pumped. Yeah, that would be good for that, really, wouldn't it? Get you in the zone to work out and just get some PRs and shit. Thank you for the rose star. Yeah, hi Red Dot. How you doing? I hope you're well today. I got you back. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's good then. Do you say you still work out, Vic? Or something? If so, what kind of? Do you listen to any music to work out to? Yeah, doing deadlifts is something very metal. Oh yeah, yeah, it'd be good for that kind of stuff, wouldn't it? Like doing, or doing like bench press or yeah, like any heavy kind of work for like kind of reps and stuff. It would be yeah. progressive type of stuff. Anyway, I don't know what's going on. Is it snowing or is it hailstoning or something? But just someone in Leeds was saying that they've got a covering of snow from it, mostly alternative rock. Oh yeah, what's your favorite band? Yeah, when I think alternative rock, I'm thinking stuff like kind of like maybe like Muse or something like that, maybe something like that, or anyway, um, yeah, how are we doing tonight? Yeah, hope you've had a good day. Nikki, how you doing? Hope you're well. Let's see what else we can put on then. Maybe we can play a bit more, something a bit not so extreme. Hi, Chocolate. How you doing tonight? What's that? Red Hot Chili Peppers. Oh yeah, yeah. Those are funny. Yeah, I don't mind some of their songs. What's the song called? Under the Bridge. Anyway, all right. I hope you're all well tonight. Right, this is Annie. I'll just check to see if there's any more. I don't think it's really doing anything outside. Like I said, we oftentimes miss the snow. Yeah, it seems to dump it all on Leeds and then miss us. Please, could you teach us about what Talmud say about Jesus? No, I can't do that. For working out some for Foo Fighters. Oh yeah, Foo Fighters is a bit more, kind of. I think the song. What is it called? Um, what is it? One by One, whatever it's called. All My Life, it's called. Yeah, All My Life, Foo Fighters. That would be a good one for Hi Charlie Brown. How you doing? Yeah, the Cleanse releases. Andy, how you doing, Andy? I hope you're well. Some people like playing stuff like hard style for like the gym, like heavy kind of like what they call it, like breakbeat type of stuff. Um, yeah, so it's different sports as I say. I know like all that Ziz stuff was like that hard style music. Um, yeah. Oh yeah, times like these. That's a bit more kind of a little bit more mainstream sounding. But anyway, how many push-ups can I do? The most I ever did was like 33. But you got to remember, like I'm quite tall, and wasn't the best form either. But it was just like I've got a lot longer distance to go than some people when I'm doing them. So anyway, oh yeah, 50 Cent. Oh yeah, is that joke? Is it? Maybe I'll put that on actually a video. What concert cost 45 cents? 50 Cent featuring Nickelback. Oh yeah, do you ever play them? Like Nickelback, I guess they're kind of like a bit like alternative rock. I guess they're kind of seen as a bit of a meme, aren't they? Really, Nickelback. They're kind of clowned on as this sort of. I think it's just like meme because they get famous. The more famous you get, the more haters you get. It's just natural, really. But they were like one of the biggest bands in the world. Well, at one point they were anyway. Hello, DJ. Hello, Carlos. And ironically, the people who hate on them actually keep them relevant. They're good. You're out. Nickelback is nice. I thought it said Nickelodeon for a second. I don't know if I know that one. Um, there was a song called "Burn It to the Ground," which is a bit more harder song. I think it had a guitar solo on it or something. But yeah, Half Dollar is my rapping name. More optimistic. Oh yeah. Why is Half Dollar more optimistic than 50 Cent? Something I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, hi, Jeffrey. Hope you're well. Hello, Albin Stenroos. How you doing? I thought you said like Albino a second. Thank you for the follow, Lynn and Gok. How's it going tonight? Hope all is well. Um, a new snap means on Snapchat. What do you mean? That's when somebody puts out a new snap, I guess. Hello, Clemel. How you doing? Hi, Trisha. How you doing? Why are you asking? Oh, we're talking dollars, not cents, I suppose. Yeah, yeah. It's like the whole, like glass half full versus glass half empty thing. The whole optimistic versus pessimistic outlook. Hello, Alenko. How you doing? Elizabeth. How you doing? Um, yeah, yeah. It's like everyone's got, kind of like their own kind of perspective on reality. Some people have a more optimistic outlook. Some people have a more pessimistic outlook. But I think we should try to, you know, opt for a more optimistic outlook on life that's more positive, because when we focus on the negative, then we perpetuate negativity, don't we? What we focus on grows. You got to remember that. I know it might sound cliche and kind of cringe, but I think there is some truth to it. Yeah. What's this? Hello, Jordan. And we talking to feel better, not money, money, money. What do you mean money? That isn't that like a composer or something? Money, or no? Or was that an artist or something? Wasn't that an artist? It was an artist, wasn't it? Money or something? Money. Well, I think if I remember, painter. Yeah, I think it was an artist. Yeah, I like the optimistic philosophy better. So what's that? Can you explain more about that? The bridge picture. I'll have to look at that. But yeah. Well, you talk about money, not money. They spelt it money. They meant money. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you had a good day today, people. Yeah, tap your screens, everybody. Share the live out if you can. And watch appearance wise. All right. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I suppose like we're talking appearance, it's like someone might focus on the negative bits, and someone might be like, "Oh, I've got a crooked nose," but then you got to focus on, well, at least you've got hair or something like that. I don't know, for example. It's like you've got to focus on the positive aspects. But some of these, like, you get these black pillars, right? And they focus on all the negative parts of their appearance, but actually they might not be as bad as what they think. Monet sounds more intelligent. Oh, all right. Yeah, it does sound intelligent. Yeah. Charles Monet, right? Was he French or something? Sounds French. Hello, Oliver Green. Hello, can I tell you a joke? Okay, go ahead. What joke would you like to tell me? Maybe I can feature it in the next video if it's any good. Hi, real Sad Rashid. Oh, good. You talking about Diddy for real? The yin and the yang. Oh yeah, that's that whole like divine masculine and feminine. Hello, Shalisa. How you doing tonight? Hope you're well. So, your thoughts on like all the divine masculine, divine feminine, and all that, like the whole kind of, you get the whole sort of yin and yang thing, and it's the whole duality thing, isn't it? Oh, everyone has a down and all that kind of thing. Jordan says, "Are you rich?" Depends on what you mean by rich. Um, what do you call a guy that lost his car lost? You could say what you call a Mexican guy who lost his car. So that would, yeah. Bro, are you American? No, I'm British. What's going on with people thinking I'm from some other country than I am? Yeah, a lot of people don't seem to be able to guess the country right or where I'm from exactly anyway. Yeah, and where is everybody gone now? It's going to be quiet. So, yeah, but there's more people watching on YouTube now, I think, than there is on TikTok. How about Ed Maiden tonight? Hope you well. Um, What's this? How did you know that? Because I've heard it before. I've heard that joke before. Are you from Pakistan? Oh yeah. I used to live in Blackburn and it had a lot of people from Pakistan. We had some neighbours and they would like sometimes they would cook dishes and they would give us some like leftover rice and things like that. So yeah, like rice and chickpeas. I remember I used to like eat it. But it's very cheap food actually because like you can make like chickpeas and rice and stuff with maybe some herbs, whatever. You could do like that, like a whole meal for like pennies. Very very cheap stuff. Like because like a whole big because when they buy them in bulk, it last a long time. I like UK. The UK is a great place. It's so tremendous. Hello, Martin. How are you doing tonight? Hope you're well. Nice to have you all here tonight. So just keep the chat flowing. Where's everybody? What's that? I'm not on love. You mean you're in love, or are you in love? Who are you in love with? That's good. Then. Right. Hello, Elishina. Hello, M7. Hello, Kunyang. How are you doing tonight, everybody? Hello, Drew. His last name Peacock. Oh yeah, Elon providing Venezuela free internet access for 3 months. Oh really? Was that to try and get back at Trump or some shit? I don't know. You sound like Chris Hemsworth. Isn't Chris Hemsworth Australian though? Isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, this is my Chris Hemsworth impression. It's quite, maybe it's because he's got quite a deep voice. He's from like Australia. Yeah. You might have seen me in films like Thor. That's what I'm most famous for. A film called Thor. Hello, it's Skyler. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Are you on vodka and Red Bull now? No, I'm just drinking water. Why do I act like I'm on vodka and Red Bull or something to you? That's just how I am naturally or something. The heavy voice, no, I'm fine. It's just my natural voice. With myself, my abs are showing. I just got a haircut. Just a new car. I feel okay. That's good then. How do you feel? Okay. Hello, Charlie. How you doing? Welcome in here. Nice to have you tonight. Is everybody on? It's nice. Well, come on, guys. Keep the chat flowing. Hello, Bernadette. How you doing? All right. Yeah, knowing people in the house. I hope you're all well. That's that. But still envy the British monster. British monster, what are you talking about? Loch Ness monster. That's a British monster, isn't it? Well, supposedly. Does anyone believe in the Loch Ness monster? Nessie. If you didn't believe in Nessie, then I don't know what to tell you. That's you. Oh, really? I'm the British monster, am I? Where are you from? Anyway, come on, guys, keep the chat flowing. Yeah, I want to be huge. What's that? As in muscles, huge muscles. Get swole. Hi, soup child. How you doing tonight? Nice you subscribe to me here. Hello, child. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, yeah. on, guys? Keep talking. Oh, Jacob, how are you? Yeah. Did anyone ever play the Need for Speed games? 6'4", 220. Oh yeah, I'm about 6'4", nearly 225. But what's your body fat percentage? I tried doing like one of the I downloaded an app to measure my body fat, and it put it at 18.7%. So I'm a bit disappointed with that, really. But not 5'10", 180. All right. So like two. Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if it's accurate. Maybe I'm just underestimating my body fat. I don't know, but some people underestimate their body fat. Some people aren't as lean as they think they are. Because until you get super lean, then you'll be like, oh yeah, I don't know. Or yours like 23%. All right. Yeah, so that could do with coming down a bit then. And if you've got abs at like 23%, then you must have quite a lot of muscle there. Most people aren't going to be able to see any abs at 23% body fat because that's kind of considered like overweight, really. So yeah, 23% is considered as starting to go above what's really healthy. Over 20% is yeah. Hello, Blythe. Oh, really? Well, welcome back. Hope you're all well tonight, people. Yeah. I mean, a lot of these apps, they might not be that accurate, really, because they can't tell because there's a lot of variables. But you're just kind of showing some kind of snapshot of it, and it's hard to really judge because there's a lot of variables like water retention and also things like it can't determine how much like visceral fat and things like that. It doesn't really know exactly. 13%. What, you're 13%? You just said 23%. All right. I was thinking that's kind of on the high end, really. I suppose that makes sense. And if you can see your abs, then I just did some like I combined crunches and reverse crunches into one movement. That's a good like ab exercise. So I did first set of that I did for like 40 reps, and then I did 30 reps. It just really burns your abs. It's, yeah, works your upper and lower abs. Yeah, 13%. A lot of people are going to be able to see their abs at that, unless you're like really skinny. I remember I was probably around that when I was like really skinny, and I was like couldn't see any abs at all because it was just like no development there. So like abs. I mean, when people say stuff like abs are made in the kitchen, well, it's kind of partly true, but it's like you have to have enough muscle there for it to actually show, sort of thing. Like if you've just not really developed the muscles enough, then you're gonna have to get really, really, really lean to show the abs. Whereas when you actually build more muscle, then you can see the abs at slightly higher body fat. So anyway, but one of the best ways to train is actually directly through things like if you're doing a lot of push-ups, you can actually train your abs doing that by keeping it like your neutral spine kind of tense on the abs. Can be a good way to do it. It's kind of acting like doing a plank sort of thing. Hello, Jojo. That way you can kind of indirectly train your abs. So yeah, that's one of the benefits of doing push-ups if you do them properly, is that you can actually train your abs doing it. You can also train your scapular retraction and stuff. And there's a lot of muscles that you can train while doing push-ups and stuff. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, welcoming everybody. Right, who's this? Hello, your not your everyday cultist. I bruised my knee badly today, so now got really, oh god. Okay, time out. I'm 23%. You just said you were 13%. What's going on? What have you used to check it then? Hi, Lauren, how you doing? 23%. Have you got like love handles or anything then? Or, I mean, I tend not to store it in like love handles. Just usually just mostly around the lower belly, which is kind of annoying, really. But hello, one dark rep. How you doing? Like I said, I did a body fat test on an app. I don't know how accurate it is, but it put it at 18.7%, which is a bit higher than I would have thought it would be, really. But I don't know how accurate these things are. So yeah. Hi, Sharon Banks. How you doing? Hope you're well tonight. Um, 'Cause I thought I was closer to 15%, maybe 16 at most. But it's hard to really tell. It's kind of just, I mean, these apps are not always accurate anyway, but yeah. So that would mean I'd have almost 9% body fat to lose to get to 10%. Thank you for the follow, Kerry. So I don't know how accurate it is. It's like a lot of these tests, like in-body scan, DEXA scan, they're not accurate. A lot of people claim that DEXA scans are accurate, but apparently they're not even accurate. Thank you for the follow, Kerry. Hello, Ella Maloney. One of the best ways to determine body fat is skin fold calipers. It's just you want to probably add a little bit to it to get some visceral fat on it, but even that's not 100%. You can be 25% and have abs if you've got massive amounts of muscle. Yeah, but like that is say like people like Eddie Hall, for example. Well, he was saying he was 20% or just under, but people are saying that he's not. It is possible that he is 20%. People are saying, "Oh, he looks bloated and all that." But the thing is, you've got to remember he is carrying around a lot of muscle and a lot of body fat at the same time. So, like for him, 20% is different to some, like more leaner guy who's say like 180 pounds or whatever with like 20% body fat versus him at like 300 odd pounds, whatever, at 20% body fat. He's carrying around almost double the amount of body fat. You said you're pretty built, yeah. So like it's all relative, isn't it? It's like so he could be 20%, but his version of 20% means he's going to be carrying a lot of extra body fat in his face, and that's probably why his face looks so bloated. So you can see on my face, I don't really look bloated, do I? I mean, got pretty sharp kind of facial features, whatever. But if I was even at the same body fat percentage, but I was like 300, 350 pounds, my face is going to look bloated and going to look inflamed. So we shouldn't body fat percentages as some kind of metric of health or anything, because the bigger you are, the lower your body fat percentage should be, really. Even 15% for someone at say 250 to 300 pounds is a bit on high. Yeah, I'm about 220 something now, so which would mean I'm carrying over 40 pounds of body fat if we're to believe in that number. I don't know how true that is. So I was thinking if I lost about 15 pounds of body fat, I could probably do an extra, possibly about 3 more pull-ups just from that. So yeah, how long can you hold a plank? The longest I ever held a low plank, as in like proper plank, was about 3.5 minutes. 6'4" is 6 inches taller than me. I'm no small fry. Oh yeah, how much did you say you were? 180? Did you say you were? How long? Yeah, yeah. I'll show you where we're at with like. Hello, Neem Priv. This is a body. It's like kind of not the best lighting, but yeah. I find like my back looks more defined than the abs. It's just because more fat tends to get stored on the midsection. It's just yeah. Um, like once I started really hammering like the upper back stuff, started seeing a lot of definition there, like in my like traps and like my rhomboids and things like that. In fourth class, I had it for 5 minutes. Yeah. Also, taller people tend to find a lot of these things harder. You're holding more body weight in positions. Like Digi Market, how you doing? Hi, Richard, how you doing? My abs only show when I flex, so yeah. It depends also on lighting for me, really. So some lighting I can see my abs clear, or some lighting all I can really see is like the middle line in the abs because it separates them. But thank you for the show, Gary. Really short. How short are you, Ella? When you're from Ireland, right? So like Evie, how you doing? Right, I started seeing like definition in like the triceps, what we call it, feathering or something. Because someone was saying that that shows that I'm at least below 20% body fat. That I can see the definition in my triceps, that kind of horseshoe effect, whatever they call it. Hello, Abu Adam. Well done, mate, from Barbados. Thank you. I don't know what I would be able to hold for a plank now. I haven't tried it for a while, but I don't really like doing planks because I find them really boring and tedious. I would rather do more kind of, like dynamic exercises. Yeah. Out of curiosity, is there anyone here that can do a Jack Laland push up? I tried that a while ago and it's almost impossible, especially if you do it properly. Or you are. At the time, I was like 4 foot something. I don't know exactly. Yeah, I suppose it's probably going to be easier if you're 4 foot something because less body weight again. It's like you get kids going on friggin' monkey bars, making it look easy because their strength to body weight ratio is a lot better. But I can't say, TJ, I was an amateur boxer for 6 years before 6 years in the military. That contributed to my health. Now I'll be 44 March. Yeah, that's understandable. Hi, fishing user. How you doing? Hope you're well tonight. Share this out if you can, everybody. Or what? What are you saying, Ella? So I'm just talking about like when they do like the monkey bars and stuff like that. It's like they're finding it easier and like happy 82. Whereas if I try to do monkey bars, I struggle. Hello, Stefan. Okay, whatever. Okay. Yeah, is everybody all right tonight then? Hope you've had a great day. Share the live if you can. Hi, Artie. Sophia D, how you doing? Another Sophia. Is this? It's just there was somebody that was like called Sophia. Hello, Toria. Because why not? I want to be a blue whale. Is that because the joke that I just put out or something? Hello, football community. How you doing? The push-up thing you said anyone can do. What do you mean push-up thing? I mean push-ups. I'd say most people could probably do push-ups if they work towards it. But if you can't do a push-up right away, I would suggest you do it from the knees so that you build the strength up, and then you eventually would be able to do it properly. I'm 30 years old, Sophia. How old are you? Hi, football community. How you doing tonight? Hope you're well. If anybody's new here, make sure you give me a follow. Hi, Monday Lisulo. I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you doing? Sophia's 30 as well. Oh, really? Where are you from? Yeah, yeah, same age. Random hero. How you doing? Hope you're well tonight. Yeah, I live in York. A sperm whale. Oh yeah, a sperm whale. What a name. Oh yeah. It's just I was talking about there was a place near Barnsley called. It looks like penis tone, but it's spelled Penistone. Hello, Susie, and it's spelled Peniston. I think it's pronounced. Hello, Emma Sullivan. How you doing? I do some busking sometimes. What about you? And yeah, no, the like Jack thing, oh, the Jack Lalan thing. Yeah, I don't think many people can do that. Thank you for the likes, Emma. I don't think much people can do a Jack Lalan push up. It's very difficult. It's one where it's like a hyperextension kind of thing. Where your arms are stretched out in front of you, and some of them do it like on the fingertips. It's almost impossible to do. Yeah, Oliver, I do. There's some crazy stuff that people can do. I've seen some crazy like calisthenic stuff, but you need to have certain like genetics for it. Really, like what short limbs and things are going to be better. I find for things like that. Hello, Catherine. How you doing? Thank you for the likes, Emma. Yeah, some tall people can do really good with calisthenics as well. Don't get me wrong, but the absolute like best are going to tend to be around 5'6", something like that. Am I married or not? I'm single. No, I'm not married. How you doing, Emma? Hope you are tonight. Thank you for the likes. If anybody's new here, please give me a follow. That would be really appreciated. How you doing, Haley? Is Richard still there? Yeah. You know that the strongest animals on Earth are herbivores. Yeah, that's true, isn't it? Gorillas. Yeah, gorillas, elephants, giraffes, rhinos. Yeah, gorillas. I've heard about some of their strength, but the thing is, though, they would actually apparently gorillas would lose in a fight against a lion, even though they have better brute strength. But a lion has better functional strength, and they also have a killer instinct. So there would, yeah. So yeah, hypothetically, yeah, you could watch this video. Hypothetically, a gorilla would lose in a fight against a lion, but because strength isn't always just about like brute strength and all that, but it's in terms of the functionality of it. This is why I promote functional fitness and being able to kind of have things like work capacity and having just well-rounded athleticism rather than just lifting a certain weight a few times and putting it back down because yeah, it might get you big muscles and all that, but what is the point of having big muscles just to then be weak and not be functional? It's like there was that, what's it called, Mike Israetel? Kind of embarrassing, really. Yeah, he has these big muscles, but then he doesn't really have much strength and fitness to show for it. Like he was struggling with running, he was struggling with everything pretty much, apart from his specific kind of training style. Nathan Davies, how you doing? Hope you well tonight. Because better weapons. Yeah, I love your mindset. Oh, thank you, Emma. How are you doing, Emma? Where are you from, by the way? So it's about kind of, yeah, you can build big muscles and that, but I think that shouldn't be your only focus. It's all about, it's like, but yeah, you can want to build it's about, building that tank, whatever you want to call it, like or the weapon, but then it's about learning how to use that and being more functional with it. We have guns, fences, you can see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true, yeah. Oh, Essex. No, Essex. Scale. What, Emma? Yeah, how old are you, by the way, anyway? So I know they say don't ask a woman their age, but, I don't care. I do what I want. I do what I like, yeah? Yeah. That's my six accent. 36. Oh, shut up. You ain't 36. Hello, there's my Donald Trump impression. Yeah, babe. Hi, Anshu Anime. Anshu Anime. How you doing? You alright? Make sure you subscribe if you're new here, everybody. Yeah, 36. Yeah, is that for real? Yeah, yeah. Did you follow me already then, or no? You've not followed me. So yeah, it says S6 UK. Oh, cool. Yeah, okay, it's just your first time here then. Yeah, that's first for everything, isn't there? Love from India says Anshu. Oh, cool. Nice to meet you. Yeah. On, Only just found you and seen your post about you opening up about being autistic. I'm struggling mentally. Oh yeah, what do you struggle with? Yeah, maybe we can talk about that then. Yeah, maybe I should make more posts like that. But I've actually been posting just some random jokes and stuff, just seeing what I've just been trying to see what works for trying to captivate the audience and stuff. Because sometimes I feel like people just aren't really connecting that much. But maybe I should post more stuff on if I have some idea for talk about autism and stuff like that, if there's any hacks or anything that I can share to help people deal with it or help families who've got people with autism to help them deal with it, then maybe I can share that. But yeah, you can't do Boris because of executive order. What's that? EO8008S. That looks like boobs. Do you remember that thing on calculator, right? When you were a kid at school, and people were putting boobs and boobies by putting what was it, five? What is it? 5-1. No, what is it? No, 5-3-1-8-0-0-8. That would get boobies. I think you should, as it would help a lot of people. I'm struggling with anxiety and depression. Oh yeah. So is that because of the autism or something? Thinking of ringing Doctor tomorrow. I hope you get some help with that then, Edel. Have you ever tried meditation or anything like that? Because for some people that can help them to calm down and relax, but it's not for everybody. But I think that can help some people at least anyway. Some people might struggle to even get into meditation, but I think exercise is a good idea. What I would suggest, get into an exercise routine, and then afterwards you could just do some meditation as just to relax and just kind of. So that could be like a way of doing things really. But I don't know what you guys think. But anyway, exercise is great for not just your physical health, but also your mental health as well. So it might be good to combine physical activity with meditations to get synergistic benefits, as in the combined benefits of both. Oh yeah, about health. What about health? Anyway, is everybody all right tonight then? Hope you all had a good day. Tap your screens, people. Yeah, yeah. Right. Just one thing after another is happening, but yeah, good idea. Yeah, just have you ever tried doing working out and stuff like lifting weights, things like that? Some say that can help them to feel more kind of calm and relaxed because it's hard to really feel anxious after a hard workout. Riot Control, how you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're well. Thank you for the likes, Jackie. How you doing, Jackie? Hope you're well. If anybody's new here, make sure you give me a follow. That would be really appreciated. Is Emma still there or not? I don't know. I guess she's not gonna follow me. There's, I don't think so, Anusha, unless you're addicted to it. Hello, Itchy from you live from Mars. Oh, really? Yeah. About dating batches, working out, government etc. All right. What about it? Hi, Long Dong Silver. Not seen you for a while. How you doing? Oh, she. My bad. Why? How much do you do it then? If it starts getting to a point where you start getting a lot of kind of perverted thoughts all the time, things like that, then that might be when you're doing it too much. So yeah. But for some people, they might say that you know it might help them to stay focused if they just kind of, because there's this whole no fap community, but I've heard that can go too far where people end up becoming sexually frustrated and all that, and it stops them from being able to focus on their work and all that. Mars, California, what? California. Yeah, there's that, what's it? You know, that Red Hot Chili Peppers, Californication. There's that. And some people saying like how they predicted things in that song or whatever, and it's like, yeah, because some people don't believe in the moon landings. So it's like there was this bit in the song that goes, "Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement," as in to say that we've never been to space or something. Sydney, all right. Good day, mate. There's a place in Death Valley called Mars, California. Oh, really? I didn't know about that. Death Valley, I've heard, is one of the hottest places on earth. Hello, Madison. How you doing? Mine's been okay. Was at work all day, but had a catch up with a friend, which was good. Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Glad to hear you've had a good day then. Anyway, our friends from down under. Yeah, good day, mate. Is the feeling of being a failure in your life at 18 common among people? I think nowadays, yeah, but you got. Thank you for sharing, Richard. Hi, Joel. Thank you for the likes. How you doing? But I think that it's a lot of it's because of social media. That's like put a lot of pressure on young people. It's like you got people like Andrew Tate. If you ain't earning like $1 million a month, then you're a brokey. You're poor. So you hear people like that, and you think, well, if he's saying that, then I'm way behind. So it's putting back bad ideas, I think, into a lot of young people's minds, thinking that they're behind because they're not earning even say like 5 figures a month, right? There's hardly anybody at 18 earning that, right? You have your whole life ahead of you. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of just delusional crap, and a lot of it's fake. A lot of the stuff is rented that they have. It's just so much fakery online. What's Luke Littler? Who's that? Thank you for the heartbeat, Jackie. How you doing, Jackie? Harmless creator. How you doing tonight? Make sure you give me a follow if you do hear people. That would be really good. I've got 15 in the house, and we've got 7 over on YouTube. Whatever your life interests are, milk that bone. Yeah, exactly. It's like, because the thing is, right, we shouldn't be doing something just because it might make you a lot of money, because it's not going to be fun, is it? And you're more likely to just give up. It's like, this is why I don't really trust people who say don't follow your passion, because if you follow your passion, you're more likely to stick it out, and you're just going to have a better quality of life. And it shouldn't all be about money anyway. It's like, if your life is all about trying to chase more and more money, you're going to be unhappy. You're never going to be happy, you know? Jackie says, I'm doing great, thanks. That's good to hear. Yeah, thank you for being here with me tonight, everybody. I feel like my parents have spent their lives doing things for me, but I can't do shit right now, so it feels pathetic. Well, like we're saying, you're still young. Don't worry about that. Just have a good time. You don't have to worry about that. That shit comes down the line if you want to, try and help your parents and stuff like that. Yeah, good to hear you're all doing good anyway. It's okay, work on yourself. Whatever job you get, work hard at it. They will reward you. Then you can bless your family. Yeah, well, but it should ultimately be something you want to do. It's like, so if someone tries to push you into a certain line of work, don't listen to it, because you have to listen to your heart and what your heart desires. That's what you should be going for, as long as there's money in it, but you should really be following your passion, as long as you can make something from it. Yeah. Empty must be happy from the Val Philippines. Enjoy stream. Thank you, Hot Joe. Thank you for stopping by. Again, if anybody's new here, please could you give me a follow or subscribe and all that? That would be great. We've got 13 in the building. All right. Hi, Lady Diana. Good to see you tonight. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well tonight. How's your weekend been? The military made a man out of me. Well, I guess I think it really should be the parents' job to do that, really. But a lot of parents are just kind of weak nowadays. I also think that in some ways the military can just turn you into just like a obedient slave or something. I don't know. Thank you for the gifts, Gary. Nice one. I feel like it can, um, turn a lot of men into just kind of, I don't know, obedient kind of slaves. I don't know. That's just one side of things, really. But I'm okay. I was at work this week, and how are you? Not too bad, thank you. It's like, yeah, there's a whole discipline aspect, but the thing is that you know, thank you for the rose, Jackie. Um, you will always have friends with a better job consistency as key. Yeah, that's true. This comparison is the thief of joy. What's that? Oh, you a vet? No, no, I don't like. I mean, it's a long time to get into that anyway. So kind of, if I could, it's a lot. A lot of I have to go to uni and study, and I have to learn how to operate on different animals and things like that. Anyway, welcome in everybody. But I've heard it can be good money. But I Kerry Gage, how you doing? I hope you're well tonight. Actually, give me a follow if you could. Yeah, that would be really appreciated. Um, yeah. Oh, Vic says that I am. Yeah, and don't compare yourself with others to you. It's hard not to sometimes. Like I said, with this social media crap, it encourages people to compare themselves to others. It's a trap that a lot of people get into where they see all these perfect lives on social media and they're trying to emulate that, and it's just not going to happen. People show their highlight reel on social media. All right, then I'll have to go and study. Keep growing, man. Thanks, Vic, to help you out. Thank you. I hope to see you again soon. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Carrie says, good. Yeah, where are you from, by the way? Anyway, nice to meet you. Yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah. 17.1K likes. Coming at 20,000 likes on the live. Right. Let's play this then. Okay. Everyone all right then? Got it quiet in here. Not much talking. We were busy liking the live stuff. So anyway, you're there, Carrie. Everyone's well. Yeah, sometimes it has these low periods where it just kind of goes quiet and then it just starts popping off again. So who knows? Yeah. Is everyone all right then? Yeah. Just share the live, please, if you can. I don't know. Not much going on here. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. And there's 10 people still on TikTok, but no one's really saying anything. Yeah. All right, guys. Everyone okay? What has happened? That's something that I should be out to everybody now. All right. Yeah, go on, guys. Okay, then. Okay. I don't know. I don't know, guys. What we're going to talk about then? Hi, Queen. How you doing tonight? Hope you're well. So it's pushing me out again. Yeah, it's just stuck at 10 people, apparently. They're just lurking or something. I don't know. Vic, are you still there? Yeah. Yeah, we're all right. You still there? Cool. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Anyway, it's a bit awkward. when it goes quiet, really. Hi, it's Zach Kane. How you doing? There's a few more people coming in there, I think. Yeah, 20,000 likes. Here we go. Yeah. I was watching like Jade go live, and there was like 50 odd people in there, but there wasn't really hardly anyone chatting though. I noticed that with her lives and stuff. So probably just a bunch of like thirsty simps just kind of drooling or something. I'm walking on the spot watching TV trying to get my steps in. Not really. How many steps have you done today? Yeah. My dad was saying that he hasn't gained any weight this Christmas, so that's good. He said he's going to try and start properly, like just be careful like how much he's eating and stuff. Really, only lot of guys try and get some in, so then you're staying consistent with it. Well, it's like Richard was saying how it can get a bit extreme if, say, like, that you're going to go out in the rain to walk, do your 10,000 steps. But it's like, I don't know. It's saying that, it's like if you just, skip one day, then it doesn't really make that big of a difference. It's just that oftentimes it can lead to like 33,000 over the last 3 days. That's quite good. It's just that people can start to slip if they're like, oh, I don't really want to do it. It's raining. And people can start making excuses and then kind of fall off. That's the dangerous thing where if we don't hold ourselves to like every day, I was late after the 10 miles there. I bet. Yeah. 10 miles is quite a fair trek, isn't it? Yeah, we all right, everybody. Hi, it's everybody. Hope you're well tonight. Share this out if you can. I thought I was going to have to carry him, or really would have thought that it was you that would have to be the one carried, but were you actually not so bad after that accident? Or, uh, hi, user, I doing? Hope you're well tonight. Yeah, keep the chat going. Very, how you doing? Thank you for the likes. How are you tonight? The 20,000 likes. Thank you very much, everybody. Haley went on a bike. Oh yeah, it seemed a bit. My legs just ached a bit, but I'm used to long walks. Very nice. Yeah, once you get used to it, then it's like anything. It's like Jade was saying, like how she was like saying that she was aching after she went to the gym last night and saying that she was aching. So I'd say, "Oh, what can I do to stop aching?" I'll say, "Well, just a gentle walk and just some stretches maybe that can help." But she had said that having some hot bath or something, I think that can help as well. But yeah, like she said, she's trying to lose weight or something because yeah, it's like a New Year's resolution or something. But we need to like hold her accountable, I guess. Anyway, hello, Leon. I'm not too bad, thank you. How are you doing? Hope you're well tonight. Get fit for 40 is my plan. Yeah, like that's you got till September to do that. Then yeah. That'd be good. Yeah. The Richard, you say that you've been trying to fast and stuff, and that you just gotta be careful not to do too much with that because if you go into it fast for a long period of time, like 36 hours, like you said, it can slow your metabolism down a bit if you keep doing that. Your body's like, oh shit, we're getting deprived of nutrients. So if you go into like hibernation mode, so it's probably better to just do slowly, lowering the calories all the time. So it's not too much of a shock to the body. Just doing it once a week. I guess, like, I don't know, maybe it can work for some people. Hello, Matty. As long as it doesn't put your body into like a sense of shock. Yeah, it's just that with long fasts and stuff, I would recommend getting protein in during a fast because if you don't, I look far about it, if you don't get the protein for like say a 24, 36 hour window, your body can start breaking down muscle, or at least a little bit anyway, and that can build up over time. So making sure you're eating enough protein will help to preserve muscle as you're trying to lose weight. So because some people make that mistake. And yeah, how you doing, Leon? You still there? That's something to be careful of, like when it comes to fasting for like more than 24 hours, basically, because at that point it can start to break down muscle if you don't feed it enough food. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on with my mum. It's not on tonight, but I wonder if she's started taking that beetroot stuff. She should have it by now. See if she gets any health benefit from it, because talk about the nitric oxide and how it's meant to help with slightly, lowering blood pressure and giving you more energy, helping with oxygen and stuff. Potentially you'll get like out of breath and stuff, and it would just it's meant to make you a bit more efficient with oxygen and stuff. Yeah, hi Jacob, how you doing? There's a theory that like with athletes that they don't really benefit from it because their body's already efficient and it's already maxed out. Like it's because maybe there's a certain point where more nitric oxide isn't any better. But for those that are either not fit or just kind of recreationally fit, probably going to benefit the most from it because they've not really had the adaptations to a point where, I mean, yeah, anyway, how are you doing tonight, everybody? Hope you're all well. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of new people in it. I don't know whether to restart it or not, but whether that's a good idea, who knows? But the last few minutes have hardly pushed my live out, so very slow. What do you think? Should I restart it? I know it still says 11 people, but they're all workers pretty much. Just start. Hello, Ethan. How you doing? Hope you're well. Yeah, they don't really seem to be pushing it out very much. Yeah. Right, yeah, I might start up a new one, guys. What do you think? Is that a good idea, do you think? Hello, Madison. Yeah, it's just not a lot of people seem to be going pretty busy for a bit, and then it's just kind of slow. All right. Yeah, I'll be back in a sec then, guys. I'll see you. Right. All right. Right. Let's try restart this thing then. All right. Maybe I could restart the YouTube.